Good morning, students. Today we'll study about the structure of a sperm. So, sperm is a microscopic structure. It is a flagellated motile structure composed of head, neck, a middle piece, and a tail. So, generally, we can see that the male gamete sperm it has four different parts: head, neck, middle piece, and a tail. And all these parts they remain surrounded by a envelope of plasma membrane. So the sperm it remains surrounded by a membrane or envelope of plasma membrane. The sperm head contains an elongated haploid nucleus, the anterior portion of which is covered by a cap-like structure called acrosome. So now we will talk about the first part of the sperm, which is the head region. So head region consists of two different parts. First part is the haploid nucleus. So nucleus it will possess the half set of chromosome. So only 23 chromosomes will remain present inside the nucleus, and this nucleus it will remain, and above this nucleus a cap like structure will be present, and this cap like structure is known as acrosome. So acrosome it possesses some hydrolytic enzymes and it helps in the penetration of the plasma membrane of the ovum during the process of fertilization. And acrosome it is found by the Golgi body. So we have to keep in mind that acrosome it is found by the Golgi body, and it possesses some hydrolytic enzymes which help in the dissolution of the plasma membrane of ovum during the process of fertilization. And there are two different types of, or we can say that two different categories of sperms is produced by human male. So human males they are heterogamete, they'll produce two different types of sperm. 50% of the gamete it will possess X chromosome, and rest 50% of the sperm they will possess Y chromosome. So human male they are heterogamete, but on the other hand human female they are homogamete, they will produce only one type of gamete, and that gamete will the autosomes plus X chromosome containing. Now this acrosome it is filled with enzymes that help in fertilization of the ovum. Now we'll talk about the middle piece of the sperm. So middle piece possesses numerous mitochondria. So mitochondria is the cell organelle which will present in the middle piece, which produce energy for the movement of tail that facilitate sperm motility, which is essential for the fertilization. So we all know that sperm is deposited inside the female genital tract, and it has to travel up to the ovum which remain present inside the fallopian tube. So that sperm they have to cover this distance, and for covering this distance they require some energy, and this energy is provided by the mitochondria which remain present in the middle piece of the sperm. Human male ejaculates about 200 to 300 millions of sperm during a coitus, of which for normal fertility at least 60% sperms must have normal shape and size, and at least 40% of them must show vigorous motility. So this is very important slide. So around 200 to 300 millions of sperm is produced during the process of coitus, and for normal fertility around 60% of the sperm they must have normal shape and size, and at least out of which 40% of them should must show vigorous motility. Then only the process of fertilization, or then only we can say that that couple can produce children. So this is the diagram of the structure of a human sperm. So in this diagram you can see that the human sperm it is divided into four different parts. This is a head piece, this is a small neck piece which is not mentioned in NCERT book, but in diagram it is mentioned here. Third part is middle piece, and fourth part is the tail. So if we will see the detailed structure of tail head piece, then we can see that head piece it is made up of two different parts. So this is a acrosome, and this part is the nucleus. So nucleus and acrosome, they form the head region of the male gamete. And this neck region, so neck region, it is given in diagram. So neck region possesses two centriole. One is a proximal centriole and other one is a distal centriole. So proximal centriole helps in the division of zygote. After the process of fertilization, formation of zygote takes place, and we all know that this zygote, it divides by the process of mitosis, and formation of that embryo takes place. So for the first zygotic division, so there is a requirement of centriole, and that centriole is contributed by the sperm which remain present in the neck region. The other centriole, which is known as the distal centriole, it forms the axonal part of the sperm from neck region up to the tail region. And the next part of the sperm is a middle piece. So this middle piece, in this diagram you can see that it is made up of spiral shaped mitochondria, and this mitochondria provide energy to the sperm so that it can move and reaches up to the ovum. And the last part of the sperm is a tail piece. So this is a tail piece which help in the movement and locomotion of the sperm. So sperms released from the seminiferous tubules are transported by the accessory ducts. So try to recall the structure of human male reproductive system. So accessory ducts, so they help in the transfer of the male gamete sperm out of the body of human male, and these accessory duct includes the vasa efferentia, epididymis, vas deferens, and urethra. So finally, the fully matured sperm, they are released from the seminiferous tubule, and they will follow this pathway. So from testis, they will enter into the vasa efferentia. From vasa efferentia, they will goes to the epididymis. From epididymis, they will enter into vas deferens, and from there through urethra, they will be ejaculated out. Secretion of epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, and prostates are essential for maturation and motility of sperms. So the accessory glands which are present in human male reproductive system, Cooper's gland, the prostate gland, seminal vesicle, so the secretion of these accessory glands, so they will help in the motility of sperm. And the sperm, along with the secretion of the accessory gland, so they are known as semen. So what is semen? So sperm along with the secretion of the accessory gland is known as semen. The function of male sex accessory ducts and glands are maintained by the testicular hormones. So this is important. So the function is maintained by the testosterone which is secreted by the Leydig cell. So this much only regarding the structure of sperm. Thank you.
Refers to the male reproductive cell and is derived from the Greek word sperma, meaning seed. A motile uniflagellar sperm cell is referred to as a spermatozoon, and a non-motile sperm cell is referred to as a spermatium. Human sperm cells are approximately 60 microns in length and have a limited lifespan. Come, let's learn about the structure of a sperm cell in this module. Structure of a sperm cell. A sperm has a typical structure and can be divided into 4 regions. The regions are head, neck, middle piece, and tail. Come, let's have a closer look at the structure of a sperm cell. The sperm head is oval in shape that allows the sperm to penetrate the egg. The head contains a large nucleus which has a flattened, oval shape, and it contains the necessary hereditary information needed to reproduce after the sperm cell has fertilized the egg. The head also has an enzyme-filled vesicle called an acrosomal region that covers about 2/3 of the head. It contains the enzyme hyaluronidase and protease which aids in the sperm penetrating into the ovum. The acrosome is formed from the Golgi apparatus and is bound by an inner acrosomal membrane that faces the nucleus and an outer acrosomal membrane that is in close contact with the plasma membrane. The acrosome corresponds functionally to a lysosome and releases the enzymes that dissolve the coats of the oocyte, enabling the penetration of the sperm into the ovum. Thus, the head helps in penetration of the sperm into the ovum and has the heredity information needed. Next is the neck region, which is a short region seen immediately behind the head. The neck region is also called the connecting piece, and it carries a proximal centriole which initiates division of zygotes and a distal centriole which gives rise to the axial tail. Behind the neck region is seen the middle piece, which is formed when the mitochondria of a sperm cell aligns as a helix around the first part of the tail. The middle piece functions as an energy source as it supplies energy to the sperm and is surrounded by a thin cytoplasmic sheath called manchette. The spiral arrangement of the mitochondria is called Nebenkern. The tail is long and slender and consists of an axial filament known as flagella. The flagella is composed of a core of microtubules and has a characteristic 9+2 arrangement, that is, 2 central filaments surrounded by 9 outer filaments. The flagellating tail propels the sperm cell, enabling the sperm to reach the egg and fertilize it.